ready for our next act of this section?
Yay!
All right, brilliant. Let's not bother appointing one particular cheerleader. Let's all make sure we've not got our phones on as well for shits and giggles. We have got Mike Carter coming to the stage. Let's all start cheering and whooping and clapping and welcome the wonderful, hilarious Mike Carter to the stage.
All right, Nelson. Yay! Thank you so much for that welcome. People tend to be a bit disappointed usually when I come bounding into a room when I don't tell them that they're going to Hogwarts. I'll tell you the truth, I used to do a completely different opener, but I could never memorise the numbers from Lost. So I've had a bad start to the year. You know when you just know that you're in for a bad run of luck? Christmas Day I woke up to find out that both my sisters had gotten engaged and I'd been given a Spider-Man duvet set. Then the end of January I lost my job. I used to work in a comic book store. Hard to believe, I know, innit? It's not a bad gig till you realise you're spending 8 hours a day on minimum wage arguing with fellas in Flashes Max about which version of Yoda is the best. But that means I've had to go back to the dreaded job centre. I know, a scouser who's only just going the dole. It's like losing me virginity. But I have to go in every week because I'm new, and every time they ask me the same question and I cannot stand it. How's the job search been going this week, Mr. Carter? Even the fucking questions in that place are redundant. Think about it. No, I'm always late as well because I've been on a course, so I have to be there every day for the last 3 weeks, and I can't stand it, always late. And I'm getting tired of making the excuse that I slept in. So go in this day, and I'm thinking, what's my excuse going to be? Because I did sleep in. But there's only 2 groups of people you see getting away with it in the dole. Fellas who have clearly got a part-time painting and decorating business because they pull up in the fucking wagon. You know, you see them in the queue going, come on, love, that concrete dries in 20 minutes. I turn up in overalls, though. They'll think I'm just settling in for a long session at the buffet. So I'm thinking about this. The only other people you see getting away with murder at the dole are drug addicts. So I'm sitting there with my advisor, and she goes, so, Mr. Carter, what is it then? Did the alarm fail to go off again? I said, no, actually, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, this morning, I suffered an accidental overdose. Come on, it's a really good heroin pun, that. Or not. I actually had to move back in with my grandparents, largely because I did a degree in film studies. It's a degree everyone took the mickey out of at uni, you know. I live with sports science students, and they thought what I did was pointless. You come in from a hard day of watching films, and they go, what did you do today, Mike? Oh, well, we had a debate whether The Matrix is a science fiction or religious text. What did you do, Mark? Well, we ran on the spot, and someone ran round the track to see if it tied you out any quicker. What was the result of that, Mark? Inconclusive, mate. But I'm from a place called Croxteth, if anyone's heard of us. We gave the world the Rooney family. You're welcome. I always knew it was a crap place to live. Like, I can remember being 5 years old at the shop with my nan while she was talking to a friend, and a man started walking down the road like this. Don't phone the coppers. Don't phone the coppers. I just had an accident. And the accident he'd had was somehow a claw hammer had gotten stuck in the middle of his forehead. Could happen to anyone, couldn't it? And my nan looks at him, looks back to her mate, and she goes, "It reminds me that morning. Got to get our Billy to put a shelf up when I get in." And it hasn't changed in the past 20 years. I walked out my nan's front door the day I moved back home, and I was greeted with the spectacle of a 53-year-old man riding a bike with no hands, because he'd freed them up to roll a joint. Being pulled along by a Jack Russell. 3 of them, in fact. called Stallone, Springsteen and Rambo. And I'm looking at this shit and I just have to be like, alright, Dad. I'm kidding, I'm from a council estate in Liverpool, I don't know who the fuck my dad is. Oh, you know it's true. We live by a school as well, so we get all the noise and the traffic and the kids and the parents. Twice a day I see this one young mum standing on the corner opposite my bedroom window. Pink leopard print shell suit, bright orange fake tan, hair in curlers. Looks like she's going on an undercover mission in a Pink Floyd album cover. And she'll be screaming at the top of her lungs, Tracy, Leanne, Tasha, Christabel, Marie, Louise, Siobhan, Kendall, Brianna, Destiny, Chastity, Hope, Saphira, Avril, Beyonce, get here, now! And one kid comes running around the corner. When I first got back, my nan told me, watch out for this beggar lad. He's called Smackhead Tony. I said, why is he called Smackhead Tony, Nan? I don't know, lad. I think he likes pot. And he knows me nan's on her own, so he turns up this day. And I answer the door and he's like, hey, mate, what it is, you see, fella. The thing is, right, I've done a big Sunday roast, mate. I've done a turkey, roasties, pigs in blankets, all the trimmings. The only thing I need, right, fella, is a bit of tin foil to keep me turkey warm. And I said, yeah, Tony, I can see that turkey's getting pretty cold from here. I went, look, mate, we haven't got any, just get lost. Oh, come on, fella. Got me whole family coming round here. Kerry Katona said she'd pop in and I think I'm in with a shout. But look, mate, fuck off. So he got all sad and slouched off to my garden gate. And just as he's about to go through, he goes, in that case then, lad, you haven't got a Kit Kat going spare, have you? Found out recently that I can't stand nightclubs. My best mate Terry, he's in a bad place with a woman at the moment. Specifically, it's Runcorn. But he keeps dragging me out to this club in town called the Crazy House in Liverpool. It's the kind of place you stick to the floor. And I cannot stand it. It's hot, it's uncomfortable, the music's terrible. I just end up stood at the bar, sweating my bollocks off. My hair comes out here. I look like Harry Styles if his glands have gone wrong. And Terry's going, why don't you get up and dance? You might meet someone. And I'm just like, fuck off. The only way I'm attracting a woman in here is if one gets too close and gets caught in my field of gravity. But I'm still at the bar this past weekend. And our mate Steve came with us, which is quite rare because he's a little bit older, doesn't drink that much, and he comes straight from work, and he's staying with Terry. So he didn't want to pay for the cloakroom. So he's turned up in the middle of a nightclub dance floor wearing a parka, a flat cap, and carrying a bag for life. And he's going, why are all the bouncers looking at me funny, lad? Because it looks like you're about to start selling dodgy meat, Steve. I say, I'm at the bar, and that lad that's in every nightclub is there, you know, 6 foot tall, bad tribal tattoos, looks like a wrestler from a PS2 game. And he's going on about this girl over the other side of the room. He's going, see her, lad, see her. Wasn't for her, mate, I'd be breaking her in half tonight. Not realising her friends have formed a protective circle around her because she's told them to. Just all these Scouse girls flashing the false nails like the fucking Wolverine. Get behind me, Teresa girl, get behind me. Whipping the hair extensions at him. They've all got the hair tied back so tight it looks like he's being chased by a horde of angry Benedict Cumberbatches. And he's going, I don't know how they always guess, but they always know I'm only into them for a shag. Taxi! And I said, it's the fact that you were staring at her for 20 minutes without blinking, mate, might have tipped her off. And then Terry, genius that he is, decides he's going to go and pull this girl, and this lunatic flips his lid. He's like, "Hey, leave her alone. She's coming home with the big dog tonight, lad." Right, I've got to get involved now, haven't I? "Rover, leave them alone. Nothing to do with you. Listen, fat boy, I'm getting that pussy by any means necessary, and there's nothing you can do to stop me." So I sat on him. End up rolling into my nan's about 6:30 in the morning. "Where have you been, Michael, you dirty stop out?" I got lucky, didn't I, Nan? "Don't be vulgar, don't be telling me that." No, the police let me off with a caution, Nan. I find these nights out really intimidating, you know, especially with guys like that, these muscle heads and fitness freaks and gym fanatics. I feel like I'm surrounded by weight supremacists. You can laugh at that, we voted out. No, it's tough being fat these days, especially since thin people invented diabetes. We're living in a very politically correct world as well. No one wants to call you fat, but they'll still try and have a go at you. They'll call you bubbly, fluffy, chunky. And that's thin people using coded language to take the piss, because those words are more regularly used to describe cake, chocolate, and peanut butter. The best one, though, is everyone familiar with Giacomo? Yeah, it's the shop that sells everything for fat men except dignity. I've got problems with Giacomo, to be honest. For starters, the one in Liverpool's on the second floor. First time I went in as well, they tried to style me. I only wanted a pair of jeans. Style goes, "Would burgundy chinos be acceptable?" I said, "Have they ever?" But Giacomo, they described my size using one of these code words. They described my size as husky. Husky. Do I look like I can run for 18 hours a day pulling a fucking sled? It's followed me most of my life, this. When I was a teenager, I used to be a bit of a goth, believe it or not. And I had to give it up. It was just a phase I was going through, but I got tired. Everywhere I went, the same lame joke. "Here he comes. Vampire the buffet slayer." I got really tired of my weight, actually. I wanted to do something about it. So I went to sign up with WeightWatchers.com. You know, they're the people like, "We're there for you. We understand. We get it. We know you go around the Asda and get Ben and Jerry's by the tub." They're at it secretly. They don't do it as openly as other people, but when you go to their website, the first thing it says, before you sign up, before you fill anything out, "Have you accepted cookies?" Look at me. I've surrendered to cookies.